What is up? What is up? What is up? Welcome back. If you are a returning viewer, if you are new, welcome. Feel free to get yourself relaxed and join us in watching Vinland Saga episode 12. Last episode, kind of a crazy episode for like the build up of what I believe is going to happen. Not gonna do a massive intro today, just because I have got training again in like an hour 15-ish, so I'll probably have to leave in about an hour. So I might be able to get 2 videos done, but if not, it's just gonna be this one. So I'd like to get straight into it to give me as much chance as possible as getting into the next one. So straight off the bat, last episode, crazy, building into this one. I'm guessing this one is also going to be pretty crazy, unless we're going to have a little bit of a gap until Canute's forces get to the farm. Because I imagine that's what we're probably going to focus on for the next few episodes at least. But honestly, I kind of can't wait, which is why I really want to get into it, because as if you've seen my previous reactions, you'll know I love the action and the fighting side of Vinland. It's just animated beautifully. The choreography that is obviously, I don't know if it's really called choreography because it's animation, not like people actually doing it. But nevertheless, it looks amazing. It's very well thought out. It's not like stupid. Like it's it looks as if it's like a real fight as far as, you know, 2 people fighting goes. Although it is still obviously an animation, doesn't really make that much of a difference to me. But yeah, anyway, let's get straight into it. Okay. 3, 2, 1, off we go. They're really just out here trashing this poor child. I say child, the guy's a grown-ass man by the looks of it. Well, I suppose maybe not, because they don't animate his beard. They only give him like a tiny little mustache, like you get when you first kind of grow in facial hair. You get that little kind of like little tash. But I'd say he's probably around either like late teens, early 20s. But I mean, at this kind of time in life, people were like doing stuff earlier. So maybe he is like late teens. Damn! Bonus took out a butterfly with a coin. Got a feeling he's going to be a bigger character than he is as well. You lot look just as stupid as he does. Is he referring to the people he was just with? Or people in general? We'll skip the intro because not very much to speak on so far. I'm interested to see if these guys are actually involved with Canute or not, because these 5, they look goofy as. So I have a feeling they're like kind of like pawns for Canute's forces. But that other guy that we just heard talking, the guy with like the hood and everything, I've got a feeling he's slightly higher up and could possibly be connected to Canute. Or at least like works underneath Wolf, who's obviously seems like he's kind of like the right-hand man to Canute at the moment. Omar's character is quite interesting. I don't really like his character, but I've got a feeling his character could play quite a large role in this season. Because he just seems like he's getting like pushed, and I feel like eventually he's gonna like slip over the edge. Could be right now, but I have a feeling they're gonna save it for when like the farm's being attacked, and eventually he like gives in, goes out, fights, and dies, or like does some like underhanded shit to get other people killed.
Yeah, I don't know. No matter how weak or like insignificant the person is, I wouldn't stop laughing at someone who's pointing a sword at me. We've got to understand. I know it was said that his father made up his stories to a certain degree, I believe, about like how strong he was. But his older brother, who I think this is, yeah, his older brother, Thorgil, maybe, was seems like a bit of a tank. So you never know. The kid may have some hidden talents or talents yet to be developed. You know. Although I said these guys look a bit goofy, this guy seems to be somewhat comfortable with a sword and somewhat comfortable with just fighting in general, it seems. Although he is fighting against Omar, so for all I know, he could just be like average and he just beating on a weakling, so I don't know. I've got a feeling that scene where they showed us his brother's going to get involved in this and just fuck shit up. Because I see Canute's forces, I'm just going to assume these are like a down the line of Canute's forces. Um, I wonder how much older he is. If they grew up together or if they kind of grew up separately. Yeah, I don't really like his brother either. Although I get that he's trying to. I think at the moment he's just trying to motivate his brother. I see him as being someone who's not really that good of a person. More of like just a senseless warrior. Like I don't want to compare him to who was it that was with Askeladd? Bjorn. Similar to Bjorn in my mind. Like a warrior who's not stupid, but isn't like at the peak, not at the top echelon of like the warriors who are also fighters, but also very smart and tacticians almost. Yeah, he may die here. Oh, okay. Interesting way this played out. So the guy that was seemed like he was in charge of them a second ago helped him win. Okay. So clearly they have future goals for him and these guys really are just pawns and not anything special. Wonder who the guy in the hood is and what kind of like where he lays in the hierarchy. Don't try and get involved. Thorgil will kill all of you. After seeing that, you guys are fodder. You guys are fodder. You're gonna. I feel like Thorgil saw what happened there, though. It's the white eyes, crazy look, kind of holy shit. That gives me Bjorn vibes. That kind of like crazed warrior state, berserk state. Obviously not using the berserker mushrooms, but a similar thing in my mind at least. Yeah, even though they're animating Thorgil kind of gives you that vibe that he's not. It's not that he's necessarily a bad guy, because nothing that I think he's done so far is like bad, as in like pure evil kind of bad. But it definitely wasn't like it's definitely not like a good person. Clearly, you're so willing to just kill people over something pretty meaningless. That's what I mean. Like, technically, by the rules that they live by, they did nothing wrong there. It was insulted, a duel started, the duel was finished, other people got involved, so Torgil got involved and killed them all. According to their kind of rules and the way they live, nothing's wrong with that. But at the same time, obviously, you get the vibe that Thorgil, he's a... I've got a feeling he's the kind of guy that if the king ordered him to, he'd go against his father kind of vibe. I thought Thorgil worked for the king also, as like a guard. Yeah, a member of the king's guard. I think I see how they're gonna play this now. Yeah, I've got a feeling this is how the issue between the farm and the king is gonna happen. So they tried to set this up so they could arrest the family, put them behind bars, take over the farm, I'm assuming. So they give no fucks to Thorgil either, even though he's part of the King's Guard, which is interesting to say the least. So I'm guessing Thorgil's going to wreck everyone here. They're going to go back to the farm, and then the farm is going to be attacked by the King's forces. Interesting. I didn't think it was going to play out this way. Honestly, I thought Thorgil would somehow end up on the King's side. But it was something that I was thinking about. Like, why would Thorgil, if the king ends up attacking if Canute ends up attacking the farm, why would Thorgil just go along with that? That doesn't seem like something he'd just go along with. So, yeah. Come on, stop loading. There we go. Yeah, Thorgil's been a menace this episode. Like, heavy menace. Actually, he may not be as stupid as I have been saying he is. Yeah. I don't actually think this guy does know. I think the majority of the guards are kind of not in the know. And I think that guy who's in the hood works directly under Wolf, who obviously is in cahoots with Canute about what's going on. Oh no, okay, no, he does know. So they were all in on it. But I assume the ones that died first, they weren't in on it. Yeah, we had Omar kill the King's men. Yeah. In it, yeah, poor Kettle. I mean, not only does he offer the king so much shit, his son is one of his guards, and his other son wants to be one of his guards. This is why I didn't really get why Canute was going for Kettle in particular. Because in my mind, I was just thinking, dude, surely there's other farms out there that have no connections to you, which can just rampage through and no one will cause you any trouble.
these guys are probably some of the worst options possible. Not only do they have Thorgil, who seems to be a menace at the moment, and probably quite high up there for some of the strongest in the show. Yeah, Thorgil gives me Torkel, you know, those kind of vibes. Crazy, loves war. Perhaps true warrior. Well, no. Not a true warrior, but a warrior. I'm trying to think of a word to go in front of that, but I couldn't think of anything. Yeah, as I was saying, I don't get why Canute went for their family. It just seems like it wasn't a good idea. Obviously, he's unaware that they have a secret weapon that will wreck anyone, anywhere, anytime, called Thorfinn. And Snake. I didn't even think about Snake. Snake's going to be a really interesting player in this as well. Ooh. We'll head to the Kettle's farm. Yeah, I see exactly how this is playing out now, I think. $32? 32 versus Thor with 70 of... Okay. Floki's Drums Vikings, they're pretty strong. So, 102. That should be enough. I'm just saying though, 102 versus Snake, who reminded Thorfinn of Askeladd. Thorfinn himself, Einar, who I believe is strong and is going to, in this arc, get trained to be more of a warrior than just a strong man. Then Thorgil, Kettle, if he has actually some kind of background in fighting. And then Olmar, if he can build up on, you know, the very minimal basis he has at the moment. But I mean, 102 men? Unless someone else is going there in particular as well, like someone strong, that's not gonna go well for them. Oh, stop fucking buffering. There we go. Wow, though. This episode was kind of what I thought was going to happen, but there's a few differences, which is what I'm expecting these next few episodes to be like as well. Kind of what I'm expecting to happen, but a few kind of like surprises here and there. And I'm all for it, to be honest. I'm really excited to get into this like half of the season. I think it's 24 episodes. I think that's what the first one was as well. And we're 12 at the moment. Is he going to the farm though? Ooh, I didn't think about this. And he's giving them a lift to their farm. Am I right? He is. Oh my god, so he is now going to the farm with them. Wow, interesting. My only thought would be, I feel like now, where Thorfinn is at the moment, if he was offered to be taken back home, my thought is, if Thorfinn gets the option to go home now to see his family and his sister, whoever's left, would he take it? I feel like he'd be far, far more inclined to now. And I feel like there's no way they would do this, but imagine Leif gets there, gets Thorfinn, and then leaves with Thorfinn, and then it's just everyone else on the farm fighting. That is interesting. Ooh, I can't wait. I really can't wait. I want this season to get going. I want the next episode to come out. As soon as the next episode drops, I'm reacting to it straight away. Because I feel like we're going to get a bit of action in that one. Or we're going to at least see a Thorfinn the Leaf reunion, which I can't wait for as well. Canute, brother, you're about to run into a brick wall, and it's a farm. Of all things that's going to be in your way, as the king of 2 countries, it's going to be a fucking farm. I wonder what they're going to do with Canute's character arc now. If they're just going to leave it on the path that it's on and he slowly goes like either, well, technically more and more insane until he becomes like his father was, or if he has a slightly different path, which I'd be interested to see. But yeah, that one's done, and we're only at 2:10, so I'm going to do another video. I'm going to do one of the Tokyo Avengers reactions, so if you want to see that one, join us. Actually, it'll probably come out before this, because I edit these, I don't edit them. So yeah. You've already seen it, I guess, if you're one of those people who watched it as well. But anyway, great episode. Almost what I was expecting. Almost. The only difference was the way they went about causing issues with Thorkel's farm. Ah, motherfucker, it's recorded it on the speakers, hasn't it? I have no idea. This thing is such a piece of shit at times. Sorry for my language. But yeah, great episode. And I'm just expecting the next episodes to be better and better and better every time. So, you know, credit where credit's due. We'll save that. That's 27. And we'll leave that there. I will see you guys in the next one if you're a Vinland only. So, see you guys in a little bit.